Missed Train is the unforgettable story of Arjun, a young man who thought he had lost everything when he missed his train, only to discover fate had a much bigger plan. The Missed Train is a story filled with suspense, drama, twists, and a powerful moral lesson. Sometimes delays are not punishments, they are protection. Not every setback is failure. Sometimes life saves you for something greater. Stay till the end for the twist that will leave you speechless. If you enjoyed this story, give it a like to support us. Subscribe for more motivational and cinematic English stories. The rain fell like sheets of glass that night, hammering the tin roof of the old city railway station. Lightning tore the sky apart, and the thunder rolled like drums of war. Midnight was closing in, and the last train home was ready to leave. Arjun ran through the storm, soaked to the bone, clutching his worn leather bag. His shoes splashed through puddles, his chest burned with every breath, but he didn't slow down. His heart pounded with only one thought: don't miss it. Not tonight. Tomorrow was his little sister's 12th birthday. He had promised her, "I will be there before you blow out the candles." His mother had kept the food waiting. His father was gone now, and Arjun was the only man left to carry the weight of the family. Failure was not an option. But life has a way of rewriting plans. The train whistle screamed through the rain. Steam hissed. The wheels groaned. "Wait!" Arjun cried, his voice lost in the storm. He stretched his hand toward the closing doors, but the guard blew the final signal. The train jolted forward. It moved slowly, then faster, swallowing the distance, vanishing into the black tunnel. Arjun collapsed on the slippery platform. His palms slapped against the cold stone. His heart cracked open. The only train, the last train, was gone. For a moment, rage consumed him. He cursed the rain, cursed the traffic that delayed him, cursed his own weakness. His voice trembled as he whispered, "I failed them. I am useless." The station was nearly empty, shadows stretching across broken walls. A single flickering lamp buzzed overhead. A stray dog barked at the silence. Arjun sat on a rusted bench, head buried in his hands, crushed under guilt. But fate was not finished. A scream pierced the night, then another. A crowd rushed to the far end of the tracks. Arjun leapt to his feet, his pulse racing. And then he saw it. The train he had missed had derailed only a mile away. Sparks flew from the engine. One compartment burned, smoke curling into the storm. Passengers cried for help. Arjun froze. His breath caught in his throat. Had he boarded, he would have been inside that fire, perhaps injured, perhaps dead. His tears changed, no longer of loss, but of gratitude. "Maybe," he whispered, "missing it saved me." Yet destiny was weaving a larger story. On returning to the bench, Arjun noticed a young woman sitting alone with a suitcase, her shawl drawn tightly across her face. She had been there all along, silent, almost invisible. Her fingers clutched a folded letter. Her body trembled, not from the cold, but from fear. Arjun hesitated, then asked softly, "Are you waiting for someone?" Her eyes lifted slowly. They were hauntingly beautiful, but filled with storm. I was supposed to be on that train," she whispered. "But just before it left, something inside me told me to step off." Arjun stared at her, stunned. "You escaped?" She nodded faintly. "My name is Mira. I was running away. My uncle wants to marry me off for money and power. I thought the train would take me to freedom. But now, I see freedom is not found by running. It's found by fighting." Arjun listened, drawn to her courage and sorrow. Two strangers abandoned by the same train, bound by fate on a stormy night. Hours passed. The rain turned the station into a cage of echoes and shadows. Arjun shared his story, his struggles in the city, his guilt of missing the train, his promise to his sister. Meera shared her secret. Her uncle wasn't just controlling her marriage, he was after her inheritance, a fortune hidden under legal papers she had secretly carried in her suitcase. But the night still had more twists. As they spoke, footsteps echoed behind them. A tall man in a black coat stepped into the dim light. His eyes glowed with menace. He was no traveler. He was Meera's uncle's henchman, sent to make sure she never escaped. Meera's breath hitched. She gripped Arjun's arm. The man smirked. "You can't run forever, girl. Give me the documents, and maybe I'll let your friend live." Arjun's heart pounded, but something had changed in him. The weakness he had felt earlier was gone. Missing the train had given him a second chance at courage. "No," he said firmly, stepping in front of Meera. "You won't touch her." The henchman lunged. A scuffle broke out on the empty platform. The storm roared above them, lightning flashing on steel. Arjun, though exhausted, fought with everything he had. The henchman slipped on the wet floor, crashing into a pillar. Enraged, he scrambled up again, only to hear the distant whistle of an approaching morning train. Arjun grabbed Meera's hand. "Run!" They sprinted together, boarding the slow-moving train just as dawn painted the sky. The henchman shouted after them, but the storm swallowed his voice. For the first time, Meera breathed free. She clutched her suitcase and whispered, "You saved me." Arjun shook his head. "No. Maybe we saved each other." When they reached Arjun's village, his little sister ran into his arms, laughter like sunlight after a storm. His mother wept with relief. Arjun told them, "I missed the last train, but I found life's true timing." Meera stayed. She found safety, family, and a chance to fight back legally for her freedom. The henchman would return one day, but by then, Meera and Arjun were no longer alone. The night that had broken Arjun had also rebuilt him. The storm that threatened Meera had also freed her. Together they carried a truth deeper than any wound. Sometimes, the train you miss is the train that saves you. Sometimes, delays are not disasters but divine protection. Every closed door may hide a hidden blessing, and in that forgotten station on a stormy night, two strangers learned that the timing of life is never late. It is perfect. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more cinematic English stories, turn on the bell so you never miss the next one.